Decided to get on tonight and discuss in great detail, and we're gonna go through this. We're gonna try to do a game in the rec. Um, I want to discuss what I think is wrong with 2K22 overall, and the problem with this new patch. What they've done to the big man in this new patch. Let's just go in here and get this live commentary underway. It's just unbelievable what they've done in this game. And some of this stuff wasn't, they needed to nerf some of it. Now in the patch, um, they talk about a lot of the shooting badges have been nerfed greatly or reduced, and that's a good thing because honestly, everybody was shooting in this game, and that's fine. I understand they want to make it, an easier experience or a better experience for people shooting. But before this patch, every single person was shooting. And so what was happening is that you wasn't really enjoying the experience of a full type, basketball game per se. Now, I'm a 6'9" power forward or center in this matter. I have all my defensive attributes, finishing attributes, and I have pretty high playmaking attributes as well. So I have all these badges. But it's harder for me to defend after this patch. For some reason, they felt the need to buff the defense, which was already greatly uh, reduced in 2K22. And, I just don't understand why they would, change what they're doing with the defensive on the defensive end of the spectrum. It doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna try to go through a little bit of this and see what's going on. I'll show you what's going on. Some of the things that happen in this game that doesn't make any sense. I know it's not gonna be perfect. Another thing, they pair too many bigs together too. You'll notice that they're supposed to not do that. So, but now you got two people catching rebounds. So, it's ridiculous.
Oh, get that!
They supposed to not do that. And they say they nerfed the steals. I can't tell.
Hey, who got here?
Now they say they nerfed the shooting. Don't look like it to me. I've seen just as many shooters in the game. That dude's big as hell. The guy that's stealing the ball, he's huge. He needs a point guard. He's cat quick. That's another. Once you get over a certain height and weight, you shouldn't be that fast. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be that fast. You shouldn't be as fast as everybody on the entire court. Wow. Yeah, they done made the game a lot more gimmicky as well, so it's like harder to do anything. Look where I'm at. Look where I'm at. I'm on the perimeter. I can't play my natural position. That's a huge problem with the game because their center is a shooter. So I'm out on the perimeter. That is a big problem. That's problem ace number one right there. I shouldn't have to be on the perimeter to check. This guy is just like in every passing lane. He has high defensive badges and high shooting badges. Look how he dribbles. Look how big he is dribbling like that. That shouldn't be a thing, bro. That shouldn't be a thing. See, I naturally want to go play the paint because that's my natural position. But instead, you got nobody playing the paint. So the dude, my guy is too slow to come back to the paint to get. Look, can't defend down there if I've got to worry about the perimeter. So it's like, that's a problem. That's a problem. And they really do need to fix that because it's not fair to people who want to play the paint or play inside. Look at where I'm at. How could I get a rebound if I'm out on the perimeter? Checking a knockdown shooter. That's a bad deal. You can't have people shooting knockdown threes at a certain height and weight because they automatically come with certain defensive prowess after they reach a certain height and weight, which makes it unfair for everybody else. It really is a horrible experience, especially in the rec. You can't even play down, but he can play down because he's tall enough and big enough and weighs enough. But he's also a knockdown shooter. That's ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. Look at this. This guy's skipping across the court like a freaking...
Shot! Hey, yo, right there!
It's crazy.
Who's got ball? Ball up! Get the board, baby!
Look at that. That's another problem. Right there with the ball. The guy haven't even come down on the ground yet, and they're stripping the ball. That's another big bullet point. You can't. They haven't even come down for the rebound, and the ball is being stripped out of their hands, and it's called a turnover. They haven't even made a basketball move. They haven't moved forward. They haven't moved back. They haven't done anything, and they're stripping the ball before they even land and stand up. They need to fix that greatly. Damn, I definitely didn't mean to do that. What about my hand right there in the middle of the pass right there? The ball just goes right through my hand even though I pressed the steal button. And I have high steal attributes. Where's the foul, 2K? They just mugged me down there. No foul. And I think what they did is they made it harder like to get fouls, because I know that's what they changed in the NBA. But you still can't have two people beating up on one person and not call a foul. And the only time you get a foul is if you're actually going for a steal like that guy was. You know, it's whatever. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, right here! There you go!
So, and, you know, and they'll say, well, your team is just sorry. Nope. That ain't got nothing to do with it. What I'm talking about is the very general part of the game where I'm out here, and if the ball comes off, I can't even get back quick enough to get a rebound.
Kick it out! Ayo, watch that! Jump on, cool it! You two
Yeah, it's just too much wrong with this game, man. It's too much wrong with it. And even after the patch, you got people that are 7 foot tall, 6'10", 6'11", shooting freaking 3-pointers, leaving the person who naturally plays the inside to play outside on the perimeter, and they don't have perimeter skill sets. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely, utterly ridiculous. You make it completely unfair for the look at that. I'm supposed to be down there to defend that, and I cannot be. That's a problem. That's the main problem of this game, is that defenders are having to stay out on the perimeter and to protect guys who are supposed to play the inside. And look at that. Why did I miss that? Why am I missing that? I have 95 on close shot. Why am I missing that layup? That bunny. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. And then it throws you into a wicked... Look at the animation. Oh my God, this game is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It puts you in a shoot animation when you're that close to the... It just doesn't make any sense. Instead of putting you into a layup animation, it puts you into a shoot animation. And, you know, that's not what I was going for. I was trying to go to the rim. Or going, like in 2K21, once you started to assert yourself towards the rim, it'll automatically go into a layup animation. Now it doesn't do that. It automatically goes into a shoot animation. You're shooting from the freaking paint, which is not something that my player does. You know, it should automatically put me into a layup animation because that's what I'm not a shooter. So I just think that they geared too much towards the shooting in this game, and they definitely screwed up with the bigs and stuff, having the bigs being able to shoot. And then I'm out here on a perimeter with no perimeter attributes really. Look at this. I could defend that if I was down there. I can't do that if I gotta watch a knockdown shooter that's 6'10". That's the problem, and I hope they do fix this. You know, I really do. I hope they do. You know, it's just... Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's a shot that he should make 99 times out of 100, especially if it's an open look to the rim, even if somebody is standing there. As it stands, the only rebounds I got now is, and they'll do that to draw me out from my shooter, and I wind up getting a defensive. Look, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Why is that happening? It won't let me grab the rebound and gather. I'm not trying to dribble. I'm trying to pass. So that's the thing that's really numbskull. It just drives me nuts, man.
That's all you.
Absolutely drive me nuts. I'm grabbing a rebound and it won't let me hold on to the ball. They need to fix that. They should not be able to strip the ball until I make a basketball play, like move forward. I haven't even stood up yet and the ball's being stripped. And I have unstrippable on gold, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's on gold. So there's no reason for them to strip me. I have unstrippable on gold. I have fast twitch. I forget. I'll show you guys my badges and attributes after this game is over. This is just an example of why this patch doesn't work. Look, they had me switched out on the shooter at first. They had me switched out on the point guard. The guy who's playing point guard. Now that was a basketball. When you absolutely beat me around the corner, that's on me. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that. If it's on me, it's on me. Dude trying to do that glitch. That's supposed to be a steal because I'm supposed to be able to at least knock the ball loose because he's not a handler of the ball. He's not a dribbler. He's not supposed to be dribbling down the court. It's not supposed to be a foul. It's supposed to be a steal if you have high steal attributes and the playmaking ability up and running. And it just drives me nuts. You got pickpocket on. I got pickpocket on gold currently, and it does not work. Pickpocket doesn't work. Look, did the ball go straight to my hand right there, or I just missed it? Listen, I'm telling you, AI just shoots automatically. You didn't give you time to do anything. Keep in mind, this is after the patch they made now. Look. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. A player of my caliber being beat by a guy who can finish too, as well as shoot threes. How can you have a player that be a knockdown shooter and also has high finishing ability? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And you can't make me say, look, see what I'm saying? What other choice do I have? I can't play the center. I can't go inside and play. And it's unbelievable to me that's what's going on with this game. It really is unbelievable. It's bad for business. It's bad for customers. I won't ever buy another 2K again. I won't ever do it because I just don't trust them to do what they're supposed to do with the game. Look where I'm at, man. Look, I just can't stress this enough. I'm 6'9", and I'm playing the center, and I'm out here on the perimeter, not in the paint, playing somebody who has the agility of a cat, apparently. And they shouldn't be at a certain height and be that fast. They shouldn't have ball handle. It's a wonder I managed to get that rebound. It was probably, and the unpluckable badge worked there, but generally it doesn't work. Now they did make it easier for people to complete dunks. Now that was a big problem before the patch, where they were stopping regular 6 foot, 7 foot guys from having dunks, and then they were stumbling. The stumbling animation was incredibly crazy. The other thing they had it where the AI wouldn't, you were asking for the ball from the AI, and you wouldn't get it because they were they wouldn't pass the ball to you. The AI would not give the ball to you right away, which makes no sense. You know, if you're the only one on the team or it's one or two of y'all on the team, the AI should be beholden to your command. It should be under its own control. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is just unbelievable to me that this game even operates this way. And it's impossible for bigs to play if you're going to make it that easy for anybody to shoot. These guys are unbelievably in command. Like, it's really hard to play 2K. And the patch made it even worse for defenders. Like, I normally have at least a couple of blocks a game. I haven't had any now because it's so hard. One reason, I'm lacking on the rebounds because I'm having to play the perimeter. And I can't defend inside for layups and dunks because I'm having to protect the perimeter. And so, and the other thing that I'll show you here in the next half here, some of the other stuff that's going on, like even with like inside play, like what happened like when they switch you out. Like I'm on this guy, right? If that point guard gets close enough to me, they'll switch me out on him because other people are not down the court and they're not exactly in front of the person they're supposed to check. They'll switch the power forward or the center out on them, and the person will be across the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ridiculous. This guy got 4 people on him. See what I'm saying? He should not be able to defend that shot at all.
Come around.
It's ridiculous. The animation when you catch the rebound is unbelievable, by the way. Unbelievable. Like it drives you up the court when you catch the ball, like the ball is pulling you up the court. They have to fix that stuff, man. You can't say, oh, this is one of the best games ever. Look, it's ridiculous. He shouldn't be able to do that. And once you're at a certain height and weight, you shouldn't be able to easily shoot threes. You can't have a bunch of Kevin Durant's running around 2K. The game experience, it makes it awful. It just makes it awful because the center inside guys can't play their natural position, and in a game like this, it's just out. Well, all people look, well, you got pretty decent rebounds. You got 7. No, I usually have way more rebounds than that. And inside play is the best play in my opinion. That's where you really get your meat and grind from, and you can really get your XP up. But you done made everybody into a bunch of freaking Steph Currys. And you got just Steph Curry's on steroids. Like, I'm scared to even take the ball down low just because I don't want to get blocked by somebody who doesn't have a block attribute. These guys have low block attribute, but they're able to block. I'm even scared to take a layup because I'm going to be stymied by some ridiculous animation. Look, I can't play inside where I'm supposed to be. Well, the guy on your team is the center. No, that's not the point. You shouldn't be putting 2 centers on the same team in the first place. That algorithm is screwed up. They really did a good job with that in 2K21, where you didn't have to worry about being too much in a game with too many bigs. So you wasn't competing for rebounds and center space with and they'll say, well, if you created a traditional center and not a center who was 6'9", then maybe it would work. No, it wouldn't. It would not work because I have a 7-footer. It's still the same thing. If the center on the other team is a shooter, I'm going to have to play the perimeter regardless. So, to me, that doesn't have anything to do with it. It doesn't have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous that they've made it this difficult. And then a lot of the stuff that's supposed to work, like the little gimmicky flames and sounds and all this other stuff here, that stuff don't hardly work either. I haven't been able to get it work. And my Rebirth player, I didn't get any of that. I didn't get that guy. I didn't get none of this stuff. It didn't work for me or any of that. So, look at that. That's just crazy to me. It's crazy. My automatic position is under the rim. I even forget to go out to the perimeter to check the dude.
You got it. Get going.
Look what they got me switched out on. They got me switched out over there, even though my guy is right here.
Let's go.
Lord have mercy. No foul. No foul whatsoever. Got mugged at the rim. Beat to death by 3 people. Unbelievable, man. This game is crazy. I ain't saying I was supposed to make that shot because there's a lot of defenders. I probably should have passed it. I'm saying they ain't calling fouls either. You know, you can't just beat somebody to death. And look.
Don't let him shoot that. Box out. Don't let him get that.
Now, the worm badge still works pretty good, as you saw just now. But it doesn't work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it should work. You know, I have to actually be in a specific... Ball went through my hand there, guys. You saw that, right? I'm not just making it up. Ball just absolutely phased through my hand. Listen, my player's a natural thief. I have high steal attributes for him. So he's a natural thief. That's why when I reach out for the ball, the timing is perfect. But they don't always give you the steal. Craziness. Even if I closed out, I probably still wouldn't have got that. That was the best move I could have made. Just pass it back out. Because there's no way I would have made the layup. It was an easy layup. But they would have deterred me in some freakish way that wouldn't have made any sense. Finally, they called a foul. Finally. It has to be in a situation like that before they call it, though. Ugh. But don't worry, 2K. I would suggest you fix this game or try to get another patch going within the next, you know, coming months and days and months. That's me. I should have made that. But because if Battlefield 2042 comes out and this game is not fixed, then I'm deleting it off my hard drive, and you just lost a customer. And that might not seem a lot in the grand scheme of things, but that slow drip of losing customers because of ignorance, things that shouldn't be happening in the game, like that dude swiping them from behind. Come on, man, you should be doing that. How you gonna swipe a PG? You know what I'm saying? With high everything. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Just like I'm not a dribbler. Oh my God, bro, this game, unbelievable. Look, so it's a foul when I go for the ball, even though I have high steal attributes. Should be a pickpocket. The dude is not a natural ball handler, so why is he able to dribble down the court? Look at that. You see what I'm saying? He knows that I want to play the center. So he uses that to keep me off balance so I can't finish. I can't defend the perimeter and the basket. You're making it unfair. Well, the other guy's that guy is not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to have two centers in a game. I keep on trying to tell you, well, that's all that was available. That's a lie. They have hundreds of thousands of players available on this game at this time of night, and they know it. They need to do a better job with matching, player matching. You know, skill matching and player matching. They're not doing that so far. They're not doing that. I haven't noticed that yet. In 2K21, they did a pretty good job with it. Generally, people that lived on the East Coast, they generally played all the time. Finally, the center does his job. But he's the AI right now. So the AI doesn't have the same sort of, human instinct as I do, how to play the game. So jeez. Yeah, he took a 60-foot three-pointer. Dude's unbelievable. Like, they're like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". They have certain defensive attributes once they get over 6'5" and weigh a certain weight. So, like, I think it's like 210 pounds or something like that. Once they get over a certain weight, their defensive attributes are over 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you damned if, look, he's trying to bait me to when he comes to the rim to get his other guy open, because I naturally want to block the ball. So it just like screws me up. That was a good pass on his part. If you really want to win a game, that's exactly what you have to do. I'm not mad at him because he tried to pass it to me, but he should have probably threw like an alley or whatever. Dang, this guy's timing is crazy, but at least he made it. But yeah, the patch has a lot of problems, and like shooting, it seems that they have nerfed the shooting a lot though. They still didn't take care of that part of it though. You got bigs on the corner shooting. It's ridiculous. I haven't seen as much shooting. I played a couple games today. So people are missing their shots more often. Before the patch, he would have made that. You actually have to have your shooting, all of it on 95 with maxed out badges, Hall of Fame, to be a knockdown shooter. Like this guy probably got 25 shooting badges, you know what I'm saying? But he probably has like 3 defensive badges, which is ridiculous that he can even play defense. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, once you reach a certain height and weight, you automatically get certain attributes defensively, which makes it unfair for the bigs who do all the grinding for defense and are unable to complete the game. But I'll go through my defensive stuff and show you what I have. Why I should already have a few blocks, but the reason I don't have any blocks at all, because I'm on the perimeter. I'm on the perimeter playing and not in my natural position inside. They'll say, well, you're a power forward. You're not the center in this game. So, well, I was the one that did the tip, so I am the center in this game. So, it's just, they need to fix that. They need to fix that. The matching algorithm is screwed up. So, they really do need to fix it badly. Talking about they nerfed the steals. No, they didn't. Them dudes got 10, 15 steals. You know what I'm saying? So, they didn't nerf those steals. I don't see where it's harder for them to steal. These guys don't even have a steal attribute, and they're able to steal balls. And I do have a steal attribute, and I didn't steal any. Did I get any steals? No steals and no blocks. 4 for 11. Way to go, 2K. You make a big who's maxed out all of his stuff and did all his job. Look at that. Look how much I lost just in that one game. The rating dropped so dramatically. I was 96.1 before I started. Ugh. I don't mind the seasons. I think that's great. The grind. It gives you something to work towards. At the end of every season, which is good. Gives you goals, gives you prizes, lets you earn more VC. That's all well and good. I think it's great that you can earn VC quickly on this game, and there's a myriad of ways to do it. You can go to your gym and earn VC, even though it's very little. You can still do it. Um, so there's benefits to this game. I will not say that it's all bad because it isn't. But this new patch is a problem. Let's just go through my progression. Okay? Look at this right here. I have 91 defensive rebound, 95 offensive rebound, 89 block, 63 steal, which is very high. 73 lateral quickness, which allows me to shuffle across the court very quickly, which really doesn't work. If you see me try to move laterally, it doesn't really work that well. Interior defense, which is what I'm known for, and it was like, well, that's not that high. Well, yes, it is. 72 attribute on interior defense is high. 70 on post control, which should give me control of the post when I'm in the post. I should be able to have command of the post. I even have 60 ball handle and 55 pass accuracy. What I don't have is high shooting on mid-range or threes, which is great. And I actually can shoot the mid-range, believe it or not. Free throws is 77. I did that specifically because I wanted a big guy who could knock down free throws. And post fades, which you'll see me do fadeaways, which is basically mid-range. So you have like 69 post fade, but mid-range 36. You still can do a fadeaway mid-range shot and hit every time. Post hook, I don't do hooks. Sometimes you saw me do one in this game, but I was very close to the paint. Standing dunk 67. People say, well, that could be higher. Yeah, probably, but I'm not standing dunking a lot. Driving dunk 92. Here's where my problem is.
Yo.
Hello. Driving dunk 92. Layup 79. Close shot 93. I shouldn't miss layups. That's why I was saying, like, I missed those layups. It didn't make any sense.
Rack.
Oh. No, I'm not running rec tonight, but I'll tell you what, if you subscribe and share, or subscribe and like, send me a friend request, and we'll do it. We'll run tomorrow. Because once I finish doing this video, I'm done for tonight. But you can send me a friend request. You're more than welcome to do that. Thank you. So, on my finishing badges, I have Fast Switch, Fearless, Rise Up, and Unstrippable. I only have 9 of them. Okay, that's all I could get. I have Unstrippable on gold. They shouldn't be stripping the ball out of my hands when I make a rebound, right? Also on my playmaking, I have Unpluckable on gold. So between the two of these badges, they shouldn't really be able to take the ball from me. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. And on my shooting badges, I just have Clutch Shooter. That's good for free throws at the end of games. And on my defensive badges, Ball Stripper doesn't work. I've tried it. It does not work. Chase Down Artist doesn't work all that well. They nerfed it, so you can't chase down a guy. And that's true. You shouldn't be able to chase a guy down from half court, you know what I'm saying, who's already got the lead on you or something like that. But if you're behind a guy, you're right behind him, you should be able to block him. Intimidator, I always like this badge because it does work. This is the one badge in the game that does consistently work. Pogo Stick, same thing. I did do Worm because I wanted Worm just so I could move around the paint a lot easier with bigger defenders. It helps me move around and get past them. Rim Protection, Protector, and Rebound Chaser. Okay. But this is a pretty stout defensive badge lineup. And that's why You know, I don't understand. With the rim protector, you're blocking. I mean, blocking, 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 blocking. At one point, I had pick dodger, pickpocket. I had all these on gold, 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 gold. Hustler, I had on silver. I even had post lockdown. And some people say, well, won't you get clamps? No, because clamps doesn't work. Clamps is for perimeter play. I'm a center or I'm an inside player. I don't play the perimeter. You know, and well, sometimes you might be called to play the perimeter. Well, don't take away from everything else. How many badges you need? Because you got to have finishing badges. If you don't have any finishing badges, you can't finish in this game, which is ridiculous. So now that you've seen all my badges and you saw how I played the game, make your own mind up if you think this recent patch has done anything, has made the game better or worse. In my opinion, it's made it worse. And I don't think people from 2K will probably personally see my video because I'm just a small time YouTuber. But if you do see my video, it says, well, you're not big, you're 6'9" and 195 pounds. Oh, okay. Right. So that doesn't matter, bro. That I put that weight on there for speed, not strength, so I can move quickly. Because they, once you get up over 200 pounds, they make the players so incredibly slow that he can't respond to even the guys that are in the paint. So I have to do a little bit to try to give myself a little bit of leeway or advantage, so to speak, just so I can keep up. And if I have made myself 6'10" or above, or 6'11" or above, then I would have been incredibly slow and just not effective as a defender. You would be able to guard the paint, but you certainly wouldn't be able to move out of the perimeter. I had to make him like this because I knew the game. You know, even when I first got it, I knew the way they were shooting, that I was going to have to stay on the perimeter. And even so, my natural position is inside. I should play inside. 2K, stop putting two centers on a team, right? Stop doing that. Also, stop having centers having to play, you know, having centers shoot three-pointers at will. That's ridiculous. And the only people that can defend them is the other center in the game who has inside attributes, not outside. That's my gripe with the game. If you like my gameplay, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and share. The person who wanted to play with me, run rec, that's fine. You can run rec with me, but you would send me a friend request to Savage Actual 1. Savage_actual. That's my handle, and you will be able to, you know, if you got PlayStation 4 current gen, then we can play together. I'm Karuzu from Karuzu's Gaming Reactions. We'll see you in the next one.